Shalom. This is Apostle Ngoy of Destiny Apostolic Christian Center, Transformation Glory Fellowship. I want to share with you a quick word. Between now and the end of the year and throughout this year, we've been talking about preparing our hearts for that which is to come, for that which God has called us for that which we exist, and for that which we were saved and redeemed from darkness to light. When our Lord Jesus Christ was in the earth, He came not only to redeem us, but to demonstrate the life of a mature Son of God, the life that we are called to live. He demonstrated that. He overcame the world, He said. He said, I have overcome the world. And everything that God has called us to do. See, our Lord Jesus Christ said, my goal is to please the Father, not please myself. This is what we are pursuing in this ministry. Pleasing the Father in everything. Many of you are struggling. You are in the church, but you're struggling with this issue. Sometimes you do well, but a lot of the times you're pleasing yourself. You find yourself coming back over and over and over into the same issue. The last couple of weeks I've been talking about the need to come and live in the resting place of God, in peace. It's only out of this place that we can wage successful spiritual warfare. And the essence of spiritual warfare is about whether you will walk in the Spirit or walk in the flesh. This is all spiritual warfare is about, whether you will walk in the Spirit or walk in the flesh. And Satan attacks the people of God. He comes through storms of life by inflicting spiritual wounds. He comes with deception. And then he exploits your ignorance. And therefore, one of his strategies is to make sure people in the church remain ignorant. And walking in the Spirit is not an end to itself. In order for you to fulfill your mandate and mission and destiny, you must walk in the Spirit. Let me repeat that. Walking in the Spirit is not an end to itself. It's the only way you will please the Father. It's the only way you will walk in the glory. It's the only way you can have victory over the enemy. It's the only way you can overcome. It's the only way you can finish the course. And so, by inflicting spiritual wounds, through storms of life, through deception, because of your ignorance, Satan comes and puts pressure. He attacks you in the areas where you're wounded. We see this play out in professional sports. When a player is wounded, the other team will begin to attack that side where there is a wounded player, and on the side of your body where you're wounded, because you're vulnerable. Many in the church are vulnerable. And so, because of unattended wounds, because your wounds have not been attended to, they are infected. And so they attract the enemies of your soul. Demons come in. You begin producing the fruits of the flesh In the areas where you're wounded, you can never bear the fruits of the Spirit. And one of the signs, see, spiritual wounds is the primary reason why people need deliverance. And one of the signs is that your willpower becomes weakened. Because God created you and I with the ability to say yes or no. And this is a powerful weapon. But when your willpower is attacked because of spiritual wounds, you've been wounded over and over and over and over. You develop indifference, apathy. You throw your hands up and give up. You surrender your will to the devil. Now he begins to influence you, to make decisions for you. And one of the signs is you're going to see yourself operating, making decisions out of your flesh. When out of your emotions, you become emotional. And so if you see yourself making decisions when you are emotionally high or emotionally low, that's a danger sign. You will always end up with the wrong decisions. That's the process that Satan brings. See, we must not be ignorant of his schemes. And so, beloved, I invite you to come and join us. Because what we are ministering is to bring healing to you and deliverance and restoration to set you free completely so that you may fulfill your destiny. That which God delivered you, saved you from darkness to light. See, a lot of people are in the church, but they're just drifting through the church. Many go from church to church to church to church, but nothing changes. When so-and-so comes in town, a big preacher comes in town, they go there, they buy books, they buy DVDs, they sow large sums of money into these other ministries that they don't even give into their own home church. But after years, you know what I'm talking about? Nothing has changed. So eventually, many people have thrown their hands up, and you will hear a lot of people say, well, ain't nobody perfect. Well, God says, be ye perfect, and that's in this life. So on our Bible study and prayer telephone conference line, we are studying this and praying through this. I want you to come and join us. The information is provided at the bottom of this video. Every Tuesday and every Thursday, 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Pacific Time. Dial 641-715-3580. Access code 920581. You can visit us on our website at destinyarc.church. Again, destinyarc.church. This is bond servant Apostle Ngoy saying shalom. May God be with you. Thank you.